We're working, ladies and gentlemen, on audio sound bites from the latest press conference held by TOTUS, the Teleprompter of the United States. I watched a little bit of it during the last segment of the previous hour, and during commercial break, I actually listened to some of it. And the Teleprompter apparently told Obama to just get mad. Obama was mad. The Teleprompter was telling him to act outraged. The Teleprompter was filling him full of energy. And the Teleprompter told him to compare Timothy Geithner to Alexander Hamilton. So the Teleprompter told Obama to stand firmly behind Geithner, and he did so with a little rage. Full of outrage, the Teleprompter was adopted an attitude that we haven't seen from it in quite a while. And we're working on putting together those sound bites even as we speak. In the meantime, the new McCarthyism in Washington, D.C. this morning during a House Financial Services panel hearing. This is the chairman, Barney Frank.
We will also be asking Mr. Liddy to give us the names of the recipients. They have sent us some information under the confidentiality rules. I've spoken to Chairman Kanjorski about this. If Mr. Liddy declines to give us the names, then I will convene the committee to vote a subpoena for the names. So we do intend to use our power to get the names of the people here.
Contractually obligated bonuses. Barney Frank and the new McCarthyism. He will go the route of a subpoena to get the names of the recipients if the government-installed CEO, Ed Liddy, does not provide the names. The next question that will be asked, once these names have been produced, and they will be, then these people will be called up to testify before Chairman Frank's committee. And they will face other questions like, have you attended pro-capitalist meetings during course of your tenure at AIG? How many of your friends are free market capitalists? And what are their names? And where can we find them? And if you fail to answer, you will be cited as being in contempt of Congress. And then Barney Frank once again asserted his ownership rights over AIG.
I do believe that it is time for us to assert our ownership rights under this arrangement. We're the effective owners of this company. What we ought to be doing is exercising our rights as the owners to bring lawsuits to say, these people performed so badly. The magnitude of the losses was so great that we are justified in rescinding the bonuses.
Yeah, but we're going to leave the bailout money alone. We're going to leave the $163 billion that we bailed out through AIG to all these other banks. We're going to leave that alone, but we are going to do everything we can to punish private citizens because we own the company. Let me tell you something. If these guys are going to assert ownership of AIG, it's about time we say we can fire them because they're making a total muckety-muck mess of it, as was predicted. Here is, during a House Financial Services panel hearing, a portion of Representative Paul Hodes, or Hodes, I'm not sure how he pronounces it. He's a Democrat from New Hampshire.
AIG now stands for arrogance, incompetence, and greed. It is unacceptable that TARP funds are being pocketed by AIG executives, and it must not be allowed to stand.
It's unacceptable. It's in the stimulus package, you dolt. It's in the stimulus package that they get the bonuses. That's what they're now going to go in and try to change. AIG stands for arrogance, incompetence, and greed. Yeah, and you people bailed them out. And let's remember one thing, folks, while we go forward. Not one Republican voted for this bailout. Remember way back in the fall, not one Republican voted for the TARP bailout. And this was why. And let's never forget what we were told back then. If we didn't do this, the country was finished. If we didn't pass this law and bail out these banks, it was over. We didn't have a day to make this decision. We didn't have a half day. We didn't have 24 hours. Not one Republican voted for it the first time around. This is why. We'll be back. Stay with us.